I've been building boats now for about 2 years.
But into ocean and marine and
Yeah, like,
being on the water for a long
I
time?
took over Adventure Marine in 2017. We were focused primarily just on outboard motor brackets, davit systems, and the propeller guards. And then I started moving the company more towards being a manufacturing company and not just a distributor of products. So we had a lot of different local manufacturers in Canada that were building our stuff, but I wanted to move that more in-house. So part of moving the business, the manufacturing in-house, was taking on new product lines, and boats just seemed like the logical next step, right?
And it's something you like being around, right?
Yeah. So why just sell brackets and propeller guards? Let's start building boats and actually try to build more of a local industry. So I've always been focused on local manufacturing.
Yeah.
It's always been something I've actually been really passionate about. So I started as a machinist, welder, millwright, tradesman. So I've been doing that for 18, 20 years and always strongly believed in the made in Canada model, or the North American model. So, and what I'm realizing is not a lot of boat, most of it's in the United States. So there was a market there for Canadians to build and sell boats. And what I'm really seeing with the baby boomer generation is the Canadian market has really picked up in the last couple of years. I'm just going to back us out here.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, did you see the same thing? You seen a lot more Canadians getting into the boating thing?
Well, I think we've always been, as like our population and our fishermen, we've always been into outdoor recreation and boating, but it's manufacturing local. I think we've all started really thinking about where we're buying from and who built our stuff and where we get support for it, and so the local.
COVID kind of changed that when all of a sudden nobody could get anything except from the local manufacturers. It brought that awareness that I think was starting to kind of be missed over the last couple years. And then there's quality control and lead time issues.
Yeah, and it's spread out. Anytime you're bringing things into the country now, it's taking way longer.
Yeah.
We're going from 2 weeks and 6 month lead times to 18 months. And I'd have a pair of waders on order for a customer from last August, and they don't expect me to get it till July.
Yeah.
And it's made in the US. They're just missing some pieces and parts.
Wow. Yeah, I've had similar experiences with our customers saying they ordered boats back last 6-7 months ago and haven't even received a single one yet. So for me, this seemed like an opportunity to build a boat that would suit the North American market, and this design came up, and it's one that I thought would work well. So being able to spend time with you today and get some of your feedback has been really good. So what are some of the things that fishermen would like to see in a boat like this?
Well, the really wide open design is key. You want tons of space and room. You don't want things to tangle lines on and to tangle gear on. And you want gear storage, so tucking it in on the back benches and in the hatches and stuff. The wide open bow where you're up high above the water, you get a good visual aspect and be able to see and move. Lots of stability.
Yeah, I really wanted to go with the wide beam, and that was one of the nice features I really liked when I looked at the design. Is it's a 76-inch beam on this boat.
You don't have to worry about teetering and tottering. Yeah, it's beautiful.
A lot of stability.
With fly fishing, we want lots of space so that the line can't tangle on anything. You want just flat, kind of even, smooth ground. Don't want it too hard or gritty or coarse.
So for a fly fisherman, having that space up front to stand unimpeded is key for you guys.
And no cleats and stuff in the way where your line's going to wrap on things and tie on things. I mean, as long as you have wide open space where you can dump your line without thinking about it, so you know it's going to pop back up and not tangle.
Right.
And you even have that on the floor down below too. You could easily have somebody fishing out of the bottom area at the same time.
Yeah, so and where would you see a boat like this being used in where would you this boat?
Yeah, any of our bigger lakes in BC. This is beautiful. It's small enough you can trailer it just about anywhere and you can launch it on gravel launches and concrete launches. You can fish at all your inside ocean passes.
Yeah.
It's a little big for some of our tiny lakes, but as long as they have a boat launch and no motor restriction, it's small enough that it's
Right.
comfortable for just about anything in BC. It's probably wide enough you could even put a quad on the bow, to be honest. If you put a platform
that
on.
would be maybe quite a stretch, but that would be worth
Right, if you put a
trying.
flat platform,
Yeah.
they're not heavy.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you're probably right. I mean, we've had this loaded up with bicycles. So
Yeah.
we've had a full load of bikes and people have to go to the hot springs.
And have you thought about jet power at all on it, or?
Yeah,
Putting-
that's something that we've been thinking about, is being able to get up into those rivers. I mean, you as a fly fisherman, that's something that is kind of your bread and butter, right?
Yeah. Is your
Yeah.
back end fairly flat, like in your hull design?
Yeah, so we've got what's considered a flat bottom hull. It does have a bit of a V to it, but it would be classed as a flat bottom. So
They're probably pretty well suited to a jet power.
yeah, it would be definitely worth a try.
That opens up a whole other market. If you can get a heavy duty as far as construction goes, that'll
Yeah.
handle, being dragged up on the beach and stuff like we were
Yeah,
doing
well,
earlier.
I think that's one of the benefits of this boat is we've got an all welded aluminum construction. There's no rivets in this boat. Everything is a minimum of 1/8" thick aluminum, fully welded both sides, all seams. Everything is welded out. So the boat is incredibly strong
Yeah.
for what it is. So in its class, it's a very tough boat. I think that would make it a good candidate for a jet boat.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, you can definitely abuse it. I mean,
and it's made Fraser Valley right here in Langley.
Yeah, made right here in
By
Lower
mostly your
Mainland.
hands, or all your
made
hands.
By Venture Marine. So
Adventure
made,
Marine
Made by me
and your crew. That's
my
awesome.
guys. So
And you mentioned that it's rated for more horsepower with a center console.
yeah, so with the center console, the rating goes up, and I think that has to do with controllability. So you've actually got a steering wheel that you're holding on to, and
So
throttle control. So
Is that easy to have in or out? You basically just pick it when you buy it, or can you have
yeah,
it set up so you
we're
could
selling
actually
the
have it
consoles-
removable?
Exactly. So we're selling the consoles as an upgrade. So the base boat is a tiller boat. Then if you want to add a console, steering systems, gauges, the motor, that's all something that Adventure Marine can do.
Oh, awesome.
So it's a very simple add-on. The consoles are pre-made, and then they bolt down to the floor wherever you want them. So basically, you can choose your location, you can choose the seats. The boat's somewhat modular.
And
design.
as far as your compartment design and stuff, is there flotation built into the boat?
Yeah, so part of the Transport Canada requirements is that boats under, I believe, you can't quote me exactly, but under 20 feet or 21 feet, they need to have flotation foam. So
Okay.
there is and that's why we got an engineered boat. So there was a professional designer who designed this boat to meet all those requirements. And there are 3 foam compartments. You're standing on one of them right now, and then at the far forward of the boat, there's another compartment, and at the rear here, these 2 seats are above a foam compartment as well. So you can fill this boat full of water and
It stays
she ain't
afloat.
gonna sink.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I think that's a lot.
And are these available for sale?
They are available for sale at adventuremarine.ca. So head to the website and check out the boats.
Sounds great, man.
Yeah, we'll put it together.
I'm excited.